What's going on with y'all, boys? I want to talk to you about boosting and what I do to counteract it, right? Now, granted, this may be the best method, maybe not the best method. However, this is the method that I use, and I've had success with it so far ever since that whole quote unquote boost method got discovered by a bunch of idiots and shit. So what I like to do, I run a lot of 1-4. You guys that watch the stream, watch the vids. I run straight 1-4 the whole game. You know what I'm saying? Out of dime formation. I think it's out of Cardinals. Yeah, the Cardinals. I was in Cardinals ever since I think season 2, right? And what I like to do, come run in 1-4, cover four. And what I do is a lot is I always contain. If I know once I realize that my opponent is a boosting maniac, a boosting junkie, they can't stop boosting. They got just boost, boost, boost. I start running contains. Right? I don't know why, but for whatever reason, when I play contains on my edge rushers, it makes my defense play the run slightly better. Right? So now when they go to boost, they don't really get that edge as easily, right? Or like my edges might get a good shed, or my corner, my slot corner might come and get a good shed. And then now it's a tackle for loss or tackle for no gain, and I shit like I won that down. You know, um, if I see that's not working, I'll go into I believe it's 3-4. I'll go into a 3-4 just to get like extra alignment on the field, and I'll continue out of that. And basically put the same principle. Just cover my gaps. Don't over pursue it. Don't overshoot it. Just play my role and just make a quick tackle. Make a quick, easy tackle. I'm not looking for hit sticks. Just a nice, secure, rapid tackle, right? And I'm cool with living off them getting 3 yards a pop. Like you want to let them get like I obviously don't want to get no yards, but if they're giving up 2, 3 yards a pop, that's a W, honestly, right? And not for nothing too, but as the year goes on, it's gonna get easier to defend against that meta. The reason why I say that is because Zero Chill showed me a lot about defense and how this game is gonna play out in the long run, right? So Zero Chill, as we all know, great promo, right? The abilities I was able to stack, right, on my D line, it was insane, and it played really good against the run. Even though I literally only rushed one D lineman, I'm saying, the entire game. I was able to stack Milton Williams. I gave him he still has Don. I gave him Don. I gave him interior threat, and I gave him it was either run stopper or was it inside stuff? It was definitely interior threat, inside stuff. Quicker run shots against inside. Yeah, it was inside stuff. I gave him an interior threat, right? And what I noticed on Milton Williams, right? Every time someone tried to boost on the inside run play, whether it be a draw or an inside run out of shotgun or a bunch X Nancy or whatever you want to call it, or out of pistol, I always noticed that because he had interior threat comboed with inside stuff and maybe double or nothing. I'm not sure if Don had a factor in it, but I know for a fact inside stuff with interior threat, I always noticed that he always 90% of the time he would get a really good shed, and the running back would literally go nowhere, or it would be a maybe like a 1 yard pickup, or it would be a loss of yards for that play. Inside stuff and interior threat, right? Always noticed it. Always happened. He would get a good shed, boom. And then on my edges, right, what I gave them, I gave I took it off. I gave it a Darius pick artist, or was it lurk artist? It might have been. It was lurk artist. I gave him lurk artist, and I gave him no outs. What was it at? No outsiders. I gave him lurk artist and no outsiders. Right. Same thing with the Bosa boy. I gave him lurk artist and no outsiders. You probably thinking why I did that. The reason why I gave him lurk artist is because, like I said, I always say this. I'm gonna say this the entire year until they probably won't. I'm gonna get to that, but I gave him lurk artist because I always have my edges, my edge rushes in hard flats, just to play the pass and just to play my form of contains for the quarterback. Because let's be honest, contains for quarterbacks they don't work. They work more often for running backs than quarterbacks. As what as that sounds, hey, it's Madden 26. It's Madden. It's EA Sports. You feel me? But like I said, lurk artists, I gave them that in hopes that they will actually animate for a pick whenever the ball's thrown to the flats. And I gave them no outsiders. That way, when it was a run play, right, they will actually animate and actually get to the ball carrier a lot faster, and hopefully, get a shed against a lineman. And like I said, what I noticed from all this is they reacted better against the O line. And whenever they would try and go for that boost by cutting left or cutting right or doing all those other dumb weird shit, there was always a body there to run him down, to run down the running back, or to make him try and like do a move, whether it be a juke, stiff arm spin, and he would have help on the way because it would take that long to get that juke or spin off. There will be help on the way to bring down that running back that's trying to do that boost move, right? So that being said, right, if you guys don't know, and those who do know, as the year's gonna go on for Madden 26, we're gonna get more AP increases on offense and defense and more discounted abilities, right? So far we're seeing it right now with playoffs, even though they're not that good. If I'm being honest with you guys, but obviously once we get more into 2026, we get to if they do All Star athletes again, or if they do Genki Force again, golden tickets. We're gonna see players. We're gonna see players have more and more buckets discounted, right? To the point we're gonna be at the point where maybe it's like 6 or 8 buckets discounted, and within those buckets you're gonna see stuff like zero AP double or nothing, zero AP no outsiders, um, zero AP interior threat, zero AP inside stuff, so on and so forth. And it's gonna be like that. It's gonna start to go down gradually. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, it's like a steady decline in AP cores, right? Um, what's a good example? Like, look at any playoff card, right? Can I find something for playoffs real quick for defense? Do I have anyone on defense for playoffs? I don't think I do because the promo is just that fucking bad. I only have guys on offense. So boom, right? Bo Nix. Something like Bo Nix, right? You see Dash and Deadeye right here for 1 AP. Normally it's about 2 AP right here. You see the decline. Pocket Deadeye right here, 6 AP. Over here, even though he can't get it because he doesn't meet that threshold naturally, 5 AP. So don't go down slowly but surely. It'll be 4 AP soon, then 3 AP, 2 AP, 1 AP, blase, blase, blah, right? It's gonna be that for offense and defense, and special teams as well too, right? So you'll be able to stack your D line to have guys with no outsiders, interior threat, inside stuff, run stoppers, run stopper, double or nothings, and because of that, that'll be able to neutralize the what's it called? That whole speed boost. You know what I'm saying? It definitely will. But right now, how I currently do it, like I said, I come out in 1-4 a lot, 3 down lineman set. I contain I go contain, and like I said, I don't try to do too much. I just try to just flow with what's going on, make sure we protect the edges, and like I said, try to make a clean, easy, clean tackle. I'm not looking for hit sixes, pressing X to wrap up or square to bring them down. And that's really about it. Or just waiting for help. That's really about it. Like I said, you want to just um, put a downs game, right? If you could limit the yards per down, like if you only give them about like 3 yards a pop, then you're winning that. Like you're winning that because you got to think about it from his point of view, right? They're looking for that big game, that those 10 yard, like those 10, 15, 20 yard runs. That's or like home run plays. That's what they're looking for. So if you can limit them to like 3, 2 yards, 1 yard, no gain, they gonna get frustrated, right? And 9 out of 10 times, it is what it is, right? But 9 out of 10 times, people that just want to boost, they're not good at passing the ball. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Listen, I played many of y'all that boost. A lot of y'all not good at throwing the ball. Y'all throw picks, I throw Stevies. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna throw a pick. And if you could put it down to yards game and limit them to 3 yards or less per pop, right? And keep them like at like 4th and 5, or you know what I'm saying, like 4th and 6, 4th and 7, they're gonna throw the ball. And it's gonna be three things that happen. It'll either be a catch for a first down, or it's gonna be a pick or a complete pass. Chances are it's gonna be the latter two. That's just a fact, right? It's just a fact. And again, like not for nothing, but you hold someone that wants to just boost all day to like 3, 2 yards a pop, they gonna get frustrated. You gonna get in their head because, like I said, like they're looking for like that home run. Like they're living off those home run shots. They're living off that. Like they're looking for that home run shot. They're looking for those big games, 10 plus yards. That's still looking for. So just you know, um, just limit it. Just limit it. Um, Stick around in the game, and you know what I'm saying. Just stick around in the game because at some point they're going through that pick. They're going through that pick because what you want to do is keep them in passing situations, right? You want to keep them in passing situations. So if you could keep them behind the chains, like I said, they want those 10 yard pops. That's what they're looking for. Those 10 yard pops. That's what they're looking for. Those 10 plus yard home run pops. If you could keep them to like 3 yards, 2 yards per game, you're winning. Like you're finna win. Also, what I don't recommend doing, do not run commit. I don't run commit at all because the reason why I don't run commit, once you run commit, if they pass the ball, yeah, GG's. GG's. Everyone's open. So don't run commit. Just play the down the yards game. If you see them get 3 yards, that's cool. You could live with that. Cause what's gonna happen is this, right? They might get those 3 yards, but what they're looking at is like, yo, like I got the speed boost animation, but all I got was 3 yards. Like, yo, what's going on? Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna get in their head. You gonna get in their head every time. They gonna be like, yo, like I'm getting the animation, but I'm not going nowhere. You're gonna get in their head. Like, I played many people that have Michael Vick at running back, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm telling you guys, I'm coming out of 1-4 or 3-4, having my containers out there, and they'll probably get like 3 yards, maybe the most 4 yards, but mainly about 3, 2 yards. They're not going nowhere, but they're getting the animation boost, but they're not going nowhere, you know. And again, like I said, as the year goes on, we're gonna get more abilities discounted, which means that boost shit is gonna get neutralized at some point. Don't expect the patch for that. Don't expect the patch like for that running back boost. The reason why I say that is because one, we're in the whole new year. It's 2026. Unless the pros come out and complain about that shit all of a sudden, which won't happen because the pros love it. Don't know why. There's not gonna be a patch because one, we're in 2026. Two, the Madden Bowl's coming up, and around this time, like they normally don't patch anything around this time. Like once zero chill hits, and there's no patch before zero chill or during zero chill, that's that's just them saying that all right, this is the game for the rest of the year. Either take it or you leave it. That's literally it. Like there's never a patch like during Madden Bowl. Like there's never a patch during the playoffs unless it's just that big of an issue of what's going on in the game. So don't look forward to a patch for the speed boost glitch for running backs or not running backs for but in general. Don't look forward to that. It's not happening. You gotta just live with it, deal with it. And not just that, not for nothing too, but I feel like the biggest reason why it never got patched is because EA Sports didn't know how to even fix it. So he just said, shit, fuck it, let's just leave it alone before he breaks some other dumb shit. Because think about it, right? That was never in the game before. That was never in the game. Like that happened because the QB boost in the backfield got patched. And once that QB boost in the backfield got patched when they was doing the air truck or the whole juking to get a speed boost. Once that got patched, then that's when the whole running back or receiver boost or tight end boost came into the mix. So they fixed one thing and it broke something else. So like I said, honestly, like they didn't patch it because they said we're gonna fix this and break some other dumb shit. So let's just leave it alone. I feel like they did find the cure for it, but then what they broke was just so insane. They just said, yeah, it's not worth it. Let's just leave it like this. But like I said, this is the game for now. This is how you got to play it. Again, keep your head up. It will get better as we get more abilities later on in the year for defense to help you guys out against it. I know it's corny. I know a lot of you guys don't like it. Some of you do like it. I have no idea why you like it at all. That's just weird to me. But again, that's how I play it. That's how I deal with it. I've had success so far against the boost, and I played guys that have a Michael Vick or a Chris Johnson, and we did what we did. Maybe they will get one big run for like 50 yards, but like I said, I just stuck to the game plan, limit them to 3 yards a pop, and that's really about it. Because that's what they want to do for the whole game, just run. Once you just lock in and realize that, all right, bet let's just contain, and then just be ready for a mix up. Like they might try and throw the ball at some point. Just be ready for a mix up. That's why I say never run commit. 'Cause they will try and mix in some pass out of that formation that they're running it in. So never run commit. Like I said, I contain. I put my edges on hard flat so when they do pass, you know, or if they do try to like run with the quarterback, I'll click R3 and my edge will go get the quarterback. So that's what I contain with the QB too. Because like I said, running regular contains on QBs. Yeah, what you thought this was? A real football game? Nah, chill. But yeah, hopefully this helps someone out on how I look at it and how I deal with this nonsense. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? We back tomorrow night streaming again. Legends looks trash as hell. Is what it is. We gotta continue our events, the playoff run. Yeah, I already know how I feel about old pro difficulty, but you know what I'm saying? We gotta do it. Y'all be easy, y'all be safe. So it's God bless. Like I said, hopefully this helps somebody out. Mahalo at y'all.